3 years. 3 years sharing my life with this man, sleeping next to him, building a future together. And all that time, he and his mother were planning my exit. So I say calmly, "Leave." Kirill looked up. "What? Leave? Both of you now?" And there we are in the hallway, me throwing his clothes into a bag, my mother-in-law playing the victim, Kirill trying to look outraged. "You really want to throw me out? Out of my own apartment?" he said in a pathetic tone. I stuffed his suits into a big sports bag I found on top of the wardrobe. "Exactly. And the sooner it's done, the better." "Kirill, don't let her treat you like that," his mother shouted, clinging to his sleeve. "This is our home." That's when the doorbell rang. I froze, a shirt in my hand. Kirill, on the other hand, immediately turned pale. "Don't open it," he said hastily. I looked at him. "Why like that? Don't open it." The doorbell rang a second time, more insistently. I threw the shirt on the floor, pushed Kirill aside as he tried to stop me, and opened the door. Standing on the threshold was a young woman of about 25, pretty, well-dressed, with a large shoulder bag. When she saw me, she hesitated. "Hello, is Kirill here?" "Yes, and you are?" "My name is Sveta." She gave a hesitant smile. "With Kirill." "Wait, enough, Sveta, leave," Kirill called out from behind me. "I told you not to come here." The young woman frowned. "But you're the one who arranged to meet me here at 8 o'clock. You told me that. That your wife wouldn't be here." I turned very slowly toward him. "Your wife? What?" "Go on, finish your sentence." The young woman immediately realized she had walked right into chaos. "I think I should go." "No, wait." I blocked her way. "Are you his mistress?" She opened her eyes wide. "His mistress? Not at all." "Then who are you?" She hesitated, then took a brochure out of her bag. "I'm a real estate agent. Kirill Andreevich wanted to look at some apartments. For his mother, if I understood correctly." I took the catalog in my hands. High-end apartments, 2-room, 3-room, with exorbitant prices. I slowly turned my head toward my mother-in-law. For her, Nelly Borisovna lifted her chin with pride. Yes, Kirill was going to buy me a place to live so I wouldn't be a burden to you anymore. I felt a chill run through my whole body. "With what money?" Kirill remained silent. "We had a joint account. In it were my savings, the ones I had set aside for 3 years to buy a car. Almost 2 million. Kirill earned more than I did, but he spent everything on himself. Gadgets, clothes, restaurants with his friends. I understood everything. You wanted to buy your mother an apartment with my money, Dina?" "It's our savings," he tried to argue. I pulled my hand away before he could touch me. "I saved up our savings all by myself. For 3 years, I deprived myself of everything." "So what?" Nelly Borisovna interjected. "He's your husband, he has to house his mother." "With my money," she shrugged. "You don't even have children. Why were you saving exactly?" At the door, the real estate agent seemed to regret coming. "Maybe I'll come back later." "No, stay," I said. "Tell me the truth. Did he really ask you to find him an apartment?" "Yes," she replied. "He contacted me 2 weeks ago. He wanted to please his mother. He even paid a deposit for a 2-room apartment in Primorsky." I felt my legs wobble. "A deposit? How much?" 300,000. 300,000 taken from our joint account. I couldn't breathe on my money anymore. At that moment, everything finally fell into place in my mind. The divorce papers, the contract, the lies, the real estate appointment, the missing money. It wasn't just a cowardly husband and an intrusive mother-in-law. They were 2 greedy, manipulative people, ready to strip me of everything before throwing me out. I took out my phone and immediately called my brother. "Levi, can you come right away? And bring Yarek with you." 20 minutes later, my brother entered the apartment accompanied by his friend, a giant who worked in security. I told them everything. Then I sat down across from Kirill in the kitchen. "Answer me honestly. When were you planning to tell me about the divorce?" He lowered his eyes. After Mom moved into her new apartment, I wanted to handle it calmly. I let out a joyless laugh. Calmly, by stealing my money? To my great surprise, the real estate agent confirmed the transfers from the account were made from a card in your name. I saw it in the file. Kirill shot her a glare. That's when the scandal truly broke out. Shouting, accusations, threats. And me, in the middle of it all, I was finally facing the truth. I had never had a husband. What I had was a schemer and a mother-in-law who saw me as a useful idiot. When everything finally became clear, I made a simple decision. I gathered all of Kirill and his mother's belongings. I put them in bags, then set them outside, on the landing. You're leaving now. My mother-in-law gave me a look full of hatred. You'll regret this, little girl. I shook my head. No, it's you who will regret thinking I would never understand anything. Kirill tried one last time. Dina, maybe we could still talk. I crossed my arms. No. From now on, we'll speak only through lawyers. When it came to the divorce, he wanted to protest, to remind me that the apartment was in his name. I looked him straight in the eye. Fine, the apartment is yours, but the money in the account was mine. And I took back every cent, not forgetting what I invested in the renovations. This time, he had nothing left to say. He lowered his head. His mother was sobbing, then at last they left the apartment. The door closed behind them. The silence that followed was immense. My brother put an arm around my shoulders. Are you okay? I took a deep breath. And to my own surprise, I answered sincerely, yes, really, I feel better. We stayed in the kitchen for a while, drinking tea. Then I opened my banking app. There was still a little over 1,700,000 left in the account. Kirill had already wasted 300,000 on the down payment, plus 20,000 for the real estate agent. But the rest belonged to me. My money, earned by me, saved by me, I transferred the entire amount to my personal account. And for the first time in a long while, I smiled. My new life was finally beginning.